Bem-vindo ao Brasil, uma terra com uma tapeçaria vibrante de cultura, beleza e emoção de tirar o fôlego. Das exuberantes florestas tropicais às suas praias ensolaradas, o Brasil é mais do que apenas um destino. É uma experiência que toca todos os sentidos e enche o coração de alegria. Quando as pessoas pensam em grandes cidades do Brasil, muitas vezes pensam no Rio de Janeiro ou em São Paulo. Mas aninhada no coração do estado de São Paulo fica São José dos Campos, uma grande cidade conhecida por abrigar a sede da Embraer, uma empresa aeroespacial multinacional brasileira. Na Embraer, novas aeronaves para a Envoy estão sendo construídas. Mas você já se perguntou como conseguimos essas novas aeronaves? Muitas pessoas pensam que é como comprar um carro. Mas com uma aeronave, o processo é muito diferente. Várias pessoas estão envolvidas na construção, inspeção, compra e voo de uma nova aeronave do Brasil para os Estados Unidos. Daremos uma olhada nos bastidores de como uma aeronave Embraer 175 é construída e entregue à Envoy. Uma aeronave E175 é meticulosamente construída ao longo do tempo, com um processo que combina tecnologia avançada com talento qualificado. As equipes trabalham em vários turnos para acompanhar o cronograma que foi implementado. As peças são fabricadas com materiais de alta resistência para garantir durabilidade e desempenho. Esses componentes são então montados em seções e as verificações de controle de qualidade são realizadas em vários estágios para atender a rigorosos padrões de segurança. Durante diferentes fases de montagem, a aeronave se move de hangar em hangar até finalmente chegar ao centro de entrega de aeronaves, onde passa por testes extensivos para garantir o desempenho ideal.
This is where all deliveries take place, so every customers from all around the world come here, spend a week here inspecting the aircraft, reporting whatever they need to, and we provide all the supports necessary. And my job here is really to bridge the gap between the technical side and the commercial side, and just kind of get people talking and understanding each other, and getting everyone happy with the aircraft they're getting.
My purpose here is to watch Embraer go along through the build process of the aircraft. We have 43 distinct inspections that we do along the way of the build. I've inspected all the airplanes from 264 and above. Favorite part of doing a delivery? Watching the airplane break ground and flying home. No, we got another new one coming home.
Ready for departure.
Clear for takeoff.
Okay, roger that. It's Embraer 129er.
During delivery week, we do an acceptance test flight of the aircraft where we go out and exercise all the emergency equipment, make sure everything's functioning normally like it should. The team that's here includes 2 mechanics that come down to do inspections and sign off on any work that gets done. In a really smooth event, we've done it in as little as 4 days, but it's typically a 5-day process.
Durante o voo de teste de aceitação, uma vez que a tripulação está a 40 mil pés, a equipe de manutenção começa a testar e verificar os itens da cabine.
Under 8.3 pressure, we open and close all the doors and make sure that all of the water system works.
Basically everything in the cabin area we check to make sure it operates correctly at altitude. You check the seats, each one for the reclines, the operation of the headrests.
Window shades.
The tray tables are correct.
Yep.
Make sure everything is correct as far as the mounting hardware. The required placards are installed. And that it functions correctly.
Start opening doors, making sure the draw panel works. Flight attendant work light buttons work. Light comes on. Doors open and close. Test the water. So it drains. Pretty much it back here. And now we get ready to land.
Passing the final approach fix, so landing gear down. And
there's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes with the registration applications in with the FAA. Our config management team, once Embraer releases the records with all the rotable parts and life limited parts, all that information has to be inputted into the computer. FOSS with times and cycles of the airplane, all that has to be done before we can leave here. Then we have to deal with the Brazilian government to get overflight permits. We have a handler here in Brazil that sets all that up for us. And we have a handler in Fort Lauderdale where we import the aircraft into the United States. All that stuff has to come together between maintenance, us down here doing the inspections, config management, MOC, flight departments. It's a lot of work and everything has to fall into place.
Uma vez concluídas as inspeções finais, a aeronave é oficialmente comprada. O título é transferido, um certificado de aeronavegabilidade é entregue e o número da matrícula dos Estados Unidos é revelado.
I can say that here at Embraer, we are very proud to work here because it's a company from this city, from San Jose's campus. So it's really good to see customers from all around the world. You come here to have our new aircraft, Brazilian aircraft. Thank you for this.
We have a great partnership with Embraer. They are always very, very accommodating for us. We work really well together as a team, and it's a great partnership that we look forward to fostering.
We love working with them. Each day we learn more with them, and I believe they also learn with us. We face some challenges and we solve them together, so it's amazing this. And also this kind of integration with other areas, it's amazing.
It's a pretty long day for delivery. We'll start off here at the factory. We'll leave around 8 a.m. and our first stop is in Manaus, which is still in Brazil, right on the Amazon River. This is where we'll actually export the aircraft and leave Brazil for the United States. We'll be on the ground in Manaus for about 45 minutes, just enough to get fuel and process out the customs. We'll depart from Manaus and from there head straight to Fort Lauderdale. Fort Lauderdale is where we'll import the aircraft into the U.S., clear customs, and at that point we have a relief crew that will be waiting for us, and they will be there to pick up the airplane from us and take it on into Abilene, where it will go into conformity before entry into service.
So the new aircraft are actually the ones we love to see because they come in and they're all nice new aircraft, have very low hours on them. We do some mods to them depending on how fast they want the aircraft into service. We might do a Wi-Fi mod and an NC power mod on them, which keeps them here about 15 days if we do those mods, but we are capable of getting the aircraft out in 3 to 4 days if we don't do those mods and we just do a normal conformity. Normal conformity would be just, we kind of go in and make the interiors Envoy, specifically making sure emergency equipment is where it needs to be, putting all the placards that the flight attendants and the air crew are used to seeing on the Envoy aircraft and making them a specific Envoy aircraft.
One of the main things about the conformity aircraft, we have to really lean on our crews that are working the heavy check lines. We'll take a couple of folks from each line to get over on the conformities. A lot of times we'll have a crew chief that'll come in and take ownership of that airplane and work some overtime for us to run that airplane so we can get those things out in the system in a timely manner. Since now we're not fully staffed for that, but we always manage to pull the rabbit out of the hat.
Generally about 10 to 12 people are on the aircraft each day. And my mechanics are starting to close up the aircraft behind them to get it ready to do the final checks and send it out.
When we get the new conformity airplanes in that fly up from the factories from Brazil, they generally have around 15 flight hours on them when they get here. Right now today, I have a conformity that is in the hangar, and it is just under 46,000 flight hours.
Yeah, they don't quite have that new airplane smell anymore.
Como você pode ver, a aeronave Embraer 175 é uma maravilha da aviação e por trás dela estão pessoas dedicadas e habilidosas que mostram sua paixão e experiência em cada detalhe. Seu compromisso com a segurança e a qualidade resulta em um jato regional confiável e eficiente para a Envoy.